is that you? Why, this is a surprise. But I must say, a very pleasant one.
Of course. What's all this?
Oh, I'm working here on my war recollections.
Oh, such a beautiful Sunday afternoon. Buenos tardes, senor.
Oh, this is Adelina Guerrero, my stenographer. Lena, please meet a dear friend, Captain Henchley.
Well, senorita Guerrero. Well, sorry to interrupt things.
Oh, no, it's all right. It's been slow going today. Lena, why don't we take a little pause here?
Very well. I will be in the garden.
Muchas gracias, Adelina.
De nada.
Oh, Henchley! Huh, what's it been? A year? And where the devil did you go?
Oh, yeah, you know. So, how far along are you?
Oh, I'm up to July, 1863.
Ah, Gettysburg. That explains the story, don't it?
Yeah.
I see you've Longstreet's memoir.
Oh, yes. Have you read it?
You heard of it? From Manassas to Appomattox, Memoirs of the Civil War in America. Oh, by Jove, Alexander, that could have been your title. But I guess he beat you to it, huh?
Well, I'll think of something else. You know, it's very good. Would you like to read it?
Confederate memoir? Nah.
Are you sure?
Why, that black Republican? Nah.
But you love to read. And all those empty hours at sea.
I do indeed, but right now I'm busy reading that British chap. Writer of Ships and Sailors, Conrad.
Oh, yes. Yes, I've heard his latest work is...
Lord Jim, and I've just got my hands on it. Blackman's Quarterly is serializing it. Fascinating story of the sea.
Oh, you'll love that.
So true. But, see, it's more than that. Set in the Far East. Very exotic. It's a story of a white man. I mean a man seeking redemption.
Interesting. I'll look for it.
The novel will be published next year. So, how about your book? When do you think...
It's published? I have no idea. Still working on it.
Well, Civil War books are mighty popular. And you read all the battles and campaigns, same as Longstreet. I should think the populace will enjoy your war stories.
Think you have some stories yourself, Captain.
Bah, what? Patrolling the blockade off Matamoros? Never fired a shot in anger? Notice you were the one with the tales to tell. But,
But what?
well, the reason for my visit.
Ah, yes. What brings you back to Nicaragua, Captain?
Duty, sir. But first off, let me apprise you. You're speaking to a gentleman of the reserve.
No, I can't believe you're back in the Navy.
Aye, sir. America's at war again. This time it's a two-ocean war. Captain J.J. Henchley reported for duty. Didn't you?
Oh, me?
Of course.
A rebel.
Why, sure, they're taking former Confederates back, like General Wheeler and Fitzhugh.
No, Fitzhugh? You mean the nephew of General...
The very same nephew of General Lee himself. See, all's been forgiven. North, South, we're together again. Against a new enemy, Spain.
Let me ask you something, Henchley. Why do you feel I would offer my services?
You had a great time for one.
My work here is ending.
Excellent, so here's a second chance.
At what?
Oh, come on, sir. Must I remind you, a West Point grad, a West Point instructor. Here's an opportunity to serve the Stars and Stripes again. And retire with a country you once swore an oath.
I'm serving here, in Greytown.
True, but you do admit administering a border this year does not make me an army.
But what army would have me?
Well, the American, of course.
But the war with Spain is over.
Not quite. That's the reason for my sudden visit here.
There's still war? Where?
The Far East, the Philippines. Oh, it's a powder keg right now.
I thought Admiral Dewey took care of things there, no?
A guerrilla war has started. Outside Manila, in the mountains, against the Insurrectos.
Ah, an insurrection. And so, this reason.
Well, first off, Washington is quite impressed with your work here in getting Costa Rica and Nicaragua settled peacefully.
All right, go on.
How'd you like to do the same in Manila?
Manila? Why? Because out of a thin air I drew up a borderline?
Well, first off, you're a military man who's fluent in Spanish.
Oh, plenty of soldiers speak Spanish.
Not as many as you'd think. We learned it the hard way in Cuba. But, more importantly, although I'm here in official capacity, I say this as a friend.
And I'm listening.
You know, defeat, loss, anger, the unwillingness to accept defeat, even against overwhelming odds, the desire for more and more.
More?
More bloodshed.
The insurrectos.
You see, it's a kind of warfare you understand, Alex, so I'm here to offer you new orders.
Is that what Washington thinks of me?
Well, isn't it? Wasn't it so what Longstreet wrote?
Longstreet wrote a lot.
At Appomattox, completely surrounded, your men starving, outnumbered 10-1, out of ammunition, out of hope. And you implored General Lee not to surrender.
Look, I was a junior officer. I was offering my advice at a council of war.
But was that all?
But even Longstreet himself said not yet.
At the council of war meeting, yes, but it's next morning I'm speaking of. Just before General Lee got on old travel to meet General Grant, did you grab the horse's reins and beg him to let the men head for the hills? Wasn't your recommendation to General Lee to release the men to scatter like rabbits and start a guerrilla war to continue the insurrection?
Yes, well, he declined my rash advice. He met Grant, and an hour later, our war was over.
To his great credit, sparing the nation more bloodshed, giving us a chance to start anew. But you, Alec, did he convince you? All the other soldiers gladly went home. Did you? Did you accept the war being over? You had a wife and children waiting desperately at home, but did you go home?
No.
No. Instead of heading south and home, you head north to Washington City. A city glorious with fireworks and parades of thousands of men in blue. You, a Confederate officer, afraid that any minute someone might recognize you standing on the sidewalk as Lincoln's remains roll by. And then, on to New York, where you seek out government officials of Brazil. We want to offer your military services against their war with Paraguay. You still wanted to fight. After 4 years of it. Manassas to Appomattox. And you still wanted more war.
Well, I was a fool who just wanted to win. Luckily, the Brazilians didn't know what to do with me. So I finally started out for home. My wife never forgave me.
So you see, you, Alec, will offer your unique reception to the Filipinos. I'm sure you form a bond with their pain. It's one American who can prevent a civil war.
Oh, that's me?
Of course. In war, men are nothing. One man is everything.
Yes. Two. Napoleon, of course. So, me?
Of course, you prevented hostilities here. Look, it's important you not be seen as a conqueror, but as a fellow suffering from another losing cause.
No. Look, I'm afraid not. As much as I would like to help, Miss Betty is not well. And I've been gone for 2 years. I need to return home. And this time, when my work here is done, I'm going directly home.
Well, I know it's a lot to ask. It'll be another 2 years away. On the tropical land.
No, not possible, no. Look, not only do I desire time with my family, but I'm determined to finish my recollections, which I'm eager to get back to.
Of course, right. Then I'll be off. Say, so sorry about Miss Betty. You know what it is?
Well, the last letter I received only that she was losing a lot of weight.
Well, it could be anything. Probably just a worm.
Yeah, well, I still need to be home.
Of course, right. Listen, we're docked down at the pier. Come aboard for drinks. We'll talk old times.
What, blue-gray stories?
Yeah, sure. In fact, we'll talk about the times you won, all right?
Well, thank you, old friend. It was a difficult assignment.
I'm only the messenger.
Well, then I'm glad it was you.